Right. I I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Right. Yeah, let me know if there is any question. Get back to work. Right. Can you hear me? Yes. Yeah, so let me know. 4 minutes and no questions. What happened to people? Most difficult placements in astrology. Uh, we can say when like a person has too many malefic planets together. Okay, like when some malefics come together in one house. All I can remember is like I have seen Rahu Saturn Mars conjunction in one house, and Saturn Ketu conjunction. It is a difficult one when so many malefic planets come together. Then that house related results are gone. Okay, you cannot expect much result from that house. Whatever you get, you should be happy with that house related results when so many malefic planets involved, especially like when Saturn Ketu are involved. Understand why? Because Saturn is limitations, Ketu is separation, and none of them is a provider. So that house is gone. Like I have a friend, and she has Saturn Ketu in the third house, and like her right palm is not there from her birth. Okay, so this is what happens with malefic planets. So many malefic planets coming together. Also, like if there can be a situation where a Pap Kartri Yoga is there. Okay, Pap Kartri Yoga also uh, like deals with the same thing. It is like almost no result from that particular house. I have a Saturn ruling in my seventh house and I have Ketu and Jupiter in there. Safe to say it's a very difficult. Right. Saturn, Ketu, Jupiter is still Jupiter is there, you can still expect something from that house. Okay, some seventh house, like maybe public interaction, or getting into business, and results in your mid 30s onwards. But when all malefics are there, like in this situation, if Saturn, Ketu, Mars were there, it is difficult. Also, my Saturn is debilitated with Mars and Mercury in the uh, Mars, Mercury in the ninth house. Yeah, Saturn, Mars in Aries. It is still difficult. Although Saturn is getting an each Bhangraj Yoga, but for many things it is a gone case. Okay. Uh, Saturn ruling seventh house is not that impacted. But if Saturn had been sitting with Ketu and Jupiter, that's what I was saying, then it is really difficult. Which books do you suggest for a beginner for astrology? I didn't read any book. What can I do? I searched only Google and YouTube and all. Okay. I can say, I can tell you what astrologers I followed. If you like, you may follow the same. Like KRS, Kapil Raj, Sam Japi, and Ryan Kurzik, Ernst Wilhelm. Okay, and this Alisa Sharp. Alisa Sharp, I still follow. She is the only astrologer whom I still follow. And Alisa Sharp, and this Lara Dancheva. Okay, although they are in Western astrology, but doesn't matter. I follow their channels and all, and I learned a lot from them, from all of them. Okay. So my learning was basically by listening or watching videos. If someone wants to read books, then I am not the right person to ask, because I didn't read any book. All books I got is like after I came into this profession. Other people sent me books. So whatever they wanted to send, they sent. So uh, if it is still like one recommendation I can give is Prash Trivedi's Nakshatra book, and Dr. Prash Trivedi's Nakshatra book. It is very exhaustive one. You can look into it. Namaste. Does a planet forming a Raj Yoga give any result in spite of being debilitated? It will give result with difficulty. Okay. Understand this basic rule in astrology: everything is in addition, everything gets added up. Okay. So Raj Yoga will also give result, and debilitation will also give its result. Nothing cancels anything in astrology. So this is the main thing. So in this case, person will get the result of debilitation also. Person will get the result of Raj Yoga also. If I have that Jupiter and Ketu in the seventh house Aquarius, it forms Ganesha Yoga. And what does that mean generally for someone? I don't know. Ganesha Yoga. Ketu is headless, maybe because of that, and Jupiter is knowledge. How I interpret is Jupiter Ketu conjunction is just like Jupiter Rahu conjunction, not expressed in same way. Okay, understand what Jupiter Rahu conjunction is. Guru Chandal Yoga, where person is very rebellious with his views and ideas. Okay, he is not following any organized religion, philosophy, belief system. He has his own belief system. He is very rebellious against everyone. Ketu Jupiter is also rebellious, but inside he is not expressing it. Okay. So that is the only difference, major difference between Jupiter Ketu and Jupiter Rahu. Another difference can be like Jupiter Rahu is extrovert, so like they will also make the efforts. Okay, it can be one of the reason that because Rahu is all about other people, so they will raise questions and they will try to find out answers. With Ketu Jupiter, maybe they may not put that much of effort. That okay, I need to find the answers also. Okay. Thank you. Hello, sir. Thanks for taking questions. Thank you. My query is Saturn in 10th house in Sagittarius in Purvashada. Uh, Venus in Libra in the 8th house. Okay. Combus Jupiter in the 9th house in Anuradha. What can be expected? If you are asking about Saturn's position, 10th house is the authority figures either at home or at work, any authority figure of your life, and Saturn is biggest challenge of your life. So it is like you may face lots of challenges while dealing with authority figures, okay, either with your parents or with your bosses. uh, and these challenges are only an indication that person should become his own authority. Okay, so this is what this position shows, that person should work towards becoming his own authority rather than working under others' authority. If this person works under other authority, then things can be difficult. Okay, they can have lots of stress and conflicts due to belief system also. You have certain belief system, your authority figures have certain belief system. Because of that, good evening, nice to see you, thank you. When a combination repeats itself multiple times in various Varga chart, what can we understand by this? Varga chart repetition, it is if it is repeating in the same signs, then it is always Vargottama planet. But otherwise also, like understand it like this. They say it. Okay, I don't follow this much on to Varga chart and all, but what is published to the people is that. There is a consistency. Okay, there is a consistency in the result of those planets which are same. Okay, in D1 to D9 to D10. Okay, or any other division chart, if they are repeating in the same pattern, there will be consistency in the result from your early life to the middle life to the later life. It is, they say. Okay, now the thing is that consistency doesn't mean good result only. It can mean like if someone is having a troublesome result due to any planet, that can also be consistent. If someone is having difficulty with moon in Scorpio and D1 chart, the same difficulty can be continuing in the later life also. This should also be mean that. So this is the result which normally comes. Uh, then if 10th lord is in 8th house for Leo ascendant, it is again like difficulties with authority, although it is like exalted Venus, but it is still difficulty. Okay, lots of instability with authority figures with this person. Again, it will be better if person becomes his own authority. Okay. When particular dasha starts, how much time it takes to give its good bad results? It gives even from the last antardasha of your last mahadasha. So suppose I am starting Jupiter dasha. Okay. I'm starting Jupiter Dasha in 5 months time period, and right now I'm in Rahu Mars. I will start seeing some of the results of Jupiter Mahadasha from this Mars Antardasha itself. Some of the results will start coming. Okay. So this is called Sandhi period. Sandhi period, or some people call Chidra period, or bridging period. So this dasha, last antardasha of any mahadasha, starts giving the result of next mahadasha. Okay. Jupiter transit for Gemini Lagna. Uh, it is going into the ninth house, traveling, higher education. You can learn something new. Aquarius, maybe learn about new age technology and other technological matters. Okay. Plus, basically, it is about ninth house related things. For Gemini people, Jupiter is going into the ninth house Aquarius, so it is basically related with that. The higher education knowledge and gaining knowledge, counseling, guiding others, sharing knowledge. Okay, more you gain knowledge, more you share knowledge, better it is for you. Good evening, sir. Aries ascendant and moon in Revati Nakshatra. Okay. Uh, means Pisces ascendant, means Pisces moon sign. Sun, Venus, Mercury in the 10th house, both combust, right? Mars in the ninth house, Saturn in the 11th house. I'm not discussing whole chart here. Okay. Only thing I can tell, if moon is in the 12th house Pisces, if this person settles down in foreign lands, they will have more peace. Okay. They will have more peace of mind. All the whole chart discussion, I just finished one overall consultation. It took 4 hours. Okay. Thank you. Quite a logical explanation. Thank you. Namaskar. Namaskar. Is Saturn in 10th house a good planet placement for Capricorn ascendant? What is the effect of Venus in placed in Leo for Capricorn ascendant? Okay, again, Saturn is coming into the 10th house. 10th lord is going into the 8th house. Lots of ego issues with authority figures. So if this person is working under others' authority, this is not a good position. If this person wants to be his own authority, then it is a good position. Okay. So it is better for this person to start looking at the possibilities of becoming his own authority. Saturn in Purva Shada, Jupiter in Anuradha. Is this like Dharma Karma Adhipati Yoga? At nakshatra level, we can say, but otherwise, normally they look at ninth and 10th lord. So if we go by the exact definition, theoretically, it is not Dharma Karma Adhipati Yoga. But if we just want to see the energy exchange that is taking place at nakshatra level, then we can consider it, or not so much on nakshatra level. How to use this combination for betterment? This combination only means is that person's knowledge, higher education can be useful in his career related matters. So they should explore. They should utilize their education and knowledge in sharing it with other people, and that will bring the authority and recognition. Okay. Please tell the results of Saturn in 11th house for Pisces ascendant. Means Saturn is in Capricorn, Pisces ascendant. So for entrepreneurship, again, 11th house is the house of entrepreneurship. This person's gains will gradually grow. Okay, this person can have difficulty in saving his money. He may earn it, he may spend it away. For Pisces ascendant people, this is the problem, because their 11th house of income, 12th house of losses, both are ruled by the same planet. Then that is the most malefic planet. With Saturn, dignity and all doesn't matter. So this person needs to learn how to grow, how to save his wealth, find out some money saving schemes and all. And also, and this person's friend circle will grow with time. It is better if he is into his own entrepreneurship. This person, he or she. Okay. Uh, okay. Then why is Saturn considered bad in fourth house in spite of being in Kendra? Saturn is always bad. Saturn is misery in itself. Okay, understand. Basic thing is that Saturn itself is misery. Wherever it goes, Saturn brings misery in that house. Understand why? Okay. Look at Saturn's life. Saturn is son of God's son. Okay. First thing happened, his mother left him. Okay. His stepmother never loved him. His father discarded him. His siblings never respected him. All this kid got in his life is misery. It seems no one ever gave a proper hug to Saturn. You can give to others what you have. I can have these sessions. I can answer your questions because I know a little bit of astrology. You can help people in your profession because you know about that profession. Saturn only knows misery. It has only got misery from other people. It can serve only misery. So Saturn is equal to misery. Saturn is equal to misery. Wherever Saturn is placed in your charts, misery goes with it. Okay. It doesn't depend whether it is exalted, debilitated, Kendra house, Trikona house. Saturn can either be bad or it can be worse. It can never be good. Okay. Especially in early age. Saturn can only be good once person like puts best of effort over the longest period of time, then Saturn can be good. Otherwise, Saturn is always difficult. In the beginning of life, always consider it as a difficult planet. If you are under any illusion that Saturn is good, then you are not going to take it seriously and then you will suffer. So that's why Saturn is always difficult. Hello, Priya madam. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Right. Heavily combust and retrograde Mercury in. Did I miss anyone? No, thank you. Right. Heavily combust and retrograde Saturn. Just a second. Retrograde Mercury. Sorry, Mercury in the 9th house in Scorpio. Thanks for your explanation. Much appreciated. Mercury in Scorpio in 9th house is one of the best placement you can get to become a teacher. Because Mercury is collection of information, 9th house is higher education, and Scorpio is the sign of research. Scorpio is the source of knowledge. Okay. Scorpio is the source of knowledge, and Mercury wants to collect all the knowledge of the world. So for knowledge gain and knowledge sharing, this is the best placement you can get. Okay, and you can utilize it. For that, it is good. But for other matters like relationship and all, every planetary position is little difficult. So in that, person may have ego issues and all in relationship, but for knowledge gain, it is excellent. Sun in 10th house with Mercury for Pisces Lagna. It is in Sagittarius. Is it beneficial for profession? What is its impact? Uh, what is the impact of this combination on profession? Sun is career, 10th house is career also. Sagittarius is sign of higher education and knowledge. Mercury is business. Get into any knowledge sharing business. Then this is a good position. Otherwise, it is not. If you try to work under others authority, then ego conflicts will be there. Especially if any of them are in Mula Nakshatra, then it is like a big ego conflicts with authority figures, either at home or at work. In spite of Saturn being in good dignity in my chart, why I am feeling lethargic? What could be the reason? Because of the same reason I just said, like this Saturn itself is misery. Saturn is never good and never like benefic. It is always challenging. Okay, so that's why the way to overpower this lethargy is going beyond that. Whenever you feel lethargic, put double efforts. This is the only way by which you can overpower Saturn. Okay, so you have to put double effort in that time. Face your fears, as every spiritual leader, real spiritual leader, always say, face your fears. Whatever is the obstacle in your life, you should face it. Then Taurus ascendant Saturn Rahu in the ninth house. Great. What are the positive and negative things about this placement? Lots of difficulties in higher education, lots of difficulties with teachers also. Person should not work under others' authority, but if they put efforts in like any consulting related career and all, that can be helpful. Okay. This is what I see from this much information. Can I gain weight in Jupiter Dasha? Jupiter in 11th house, 8 areas, Ascendant Lord Saturn. Yeah, it is a possibility with Jupiter. Jupiter represents expansion, so it expands the person also. I am the best example. 11th year of my Jupiter Dasha, and I have gained around 25 kgs so far. Despite taking all proactive measures. So be careful when you enter into Jupiter Dasha. Okay. My good wishes are with you. Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Ketu in seventh house, Leo ascendant presents what? Focus on seventh house related thing, business. Okay, get into your own business. That is the only thing you should be doing in your life. Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Ketu. Four planets are in the seventh house of business. Never think about getting into job. Like and subscribe done. Thank you. Your wish. Then what is the result of Ketu with retro Jupiter in fifth house Cancer for Pisces? It is good for someone's spiritual pursuits if this person is interested in spirituality and all, any occult related career or any knowledge sharing career. Jupiter exalted with Ketu is like highly spiritual position. If this person also goes through Moon Dasha, Jupiter Dasha, or Ketu Dasha, then they are having some real real deal in spirituality. Okay. Mm, right. Vishakha. This is my ascendant nakshatra, Vishakha. 18 November 2003, 8:50 Indore. Sir, how will be my career in future? Which field is best for me right now? Preparing for engineering entrance. Career consultation takes a long time. I will not be able to help in the overall consultation kind of thing. One chart takes at least 1 hour. Here I have total 1 hour. Okay, I cannot give to one person. Take a proper consultation from astrologer of your choice. Now that you have mentioned to take Saturn seriously, how do we prepare ourselves for Saturn Dasha? Be proactive. Be proactive. Whatever, wherever Saturn is placed, be very proactive with it. Okay, if you wait for Saturn Dasha to start giving result, then I will start taking action. It is too late. Like my Saturn Mahadasha is starting from 2027. My Saturn is in the 10th house. I know that I will have some issues related with knees, bones, and because I had issues in past also. So for strengthening my bones, I'm from now onwards I am taking medications. Okay, preventive medication. So you have to be very careful, very proactive with dealing with Saturn. Okay, you cannot wait for Dasha to start and then I will start my efforts. Then it is too late. Then Saturn is taking you for a ride. What are the pros and cons of Sun, Rahu, Venus in fifth house for Pisces ascendant, with fifth lord, Moon in 11th house with Ketu? It is difficult for relationship matters. It can bring lots of ego conflicts, possible illusions also, illusion cheating and all. So for those things it is difficult. Also, like when so many planets are in the fifth house, which is eighth from the 10th, person should not work under others authority, because otherwise they will have lots of instability in career. It means that they should be working on themselves, and mostly in creative field or any educational field. Because of Cancer, maybe healthcare field also. Final thing about career I can say only after looking at the chart. Okay, it cannot be said. So this is not a consultation, just a reminder. Saturn is in the eighth house. Nice, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Saturn is in the eighth house. Can't concentrate. What should I do? Meditate. Moon in Pushya Pada 3. Moon in Pushya Pada 3. Fine. Rahu in Pushya Pada 1 in fifth house, aspected by Jupiter from ninth house. Thanks, Saturn. What is the question? Rahu Moon in fifth house, Cancer, and Jupiter aspected by Jupiter. And this person can be highly emotional extremes here or there, either too happy or too sad. Get into meditation as soon as possible. This person needs to settle his emotions. Settle his emotions means get into balance out emotions, neither too happy nor too sad. Otherwise, this Rahu Moon in Cancer is can take to emotional extremes. Okay, if Venus is Lagna Lord and it is conjunct with the Mars, so thus their conjunction makes a person characterless. We cannot say that. Okay, we cannot make any judgment about anyone, that this planetary position will do that or this planetary position will do that. Okay, the especially about this kind of thing, like characterless and all, nothing. Okay, uh, it can give desires, if person is not having a good relationship life, they may have desires of another relationship, but we cannot say that they may end up in having another relationship. Okay, the desire factor can be there. Venus Mars conjunction is a tricky one. Okay, always understand this. It is very necessary that they both are in good dignity with Venus Mars conjunction. Venus Mars conjunction in Pisces, where Venus is exalted and Mars is in friendly sign, or Venus Mars conjunction in Capricorn, where Mars is exalted, Venus is in friendly sign. So they both should be strong. If even one of them is losing the dignity, this can result in a very controlling relationship, because Mars is control and dominance, Venus is relationship. So then the difficulty is there. Okay, just Venus Mars in good dignity is fine, no issues. Okay, this is also something which needs to be remembered. Also, like as you were asking, even with the Venus Rahu conjunction or Rahu Ketu in the first seventh axis, people have this type of philosophy that like person can have multiple relationship. They may have desire of another relationship. Okay, I know many Rahu in seventh house people, Ketu in the seventh house people, they can have difficulties in their relationship marriage, but and they may have desires, but they may not express those desires because of social compulsion, because of the name and fame in the society and all. They may not pursue those desires. So it is all at the end of the day, it depends upon the evolution level of the person. Okay. Aries ascendant, Sun in ninth house, fine. Saturn Dasha was bad. Mercury Dasha is starting in 1 month. Mercury with Venus and Sun in 12th house. Revati Nakshatra. Any advice? Get into foreign lands. Sun, Mercury, Venus in Sagittarius in 12th house. Best thing you can do is foreign lands for yourself. Get into foreign lands. Foreign settlement, don't even think of coming back. Okay. तुषार जी, I am not looking at chart. गवर्नमेंट जॉब कब तक होगी मुझे नहीं मालूम सर, मेरी खुद की जॉब नहीं लगी। एक जॉब लगी थी, वो भी मैंने छोड़ दी। ओके, 2 जॉब लगी, दोनों छोड़ दी। बताओ आप, मैं क्या बताऊं किसकी गवर्नमेंट जॉब कब लगी। ओके, so as I said earlier, like career consultation takes a long time. I may not be able to help you here. Please apply for consultation from your choice of astrologer. Right, Mehak ji, my Saturn is in 8th house. Can't concentrate. What should I told you, meditate. Meditate. Okay, you will be able to concentrate. Meditation is very powerful, and don't take it lightly. And if anything can make you concentrate really, then it is meditation. Okay. I'm 25 years old and underweight. It's good if I gain weight, sir. Thank you. Great. But just take it, keep it under control. It's my advice. Otherwise, it's your wish. Then तुषार जी की जॉब नहीं मालूम. Okay. Then thank you, Aniket Bharti. What does debilitated sun being the lord of 8th and lord of 10th house, conjuncted with retrograde Venus in 12th house? Again, sun is authority figures, it is debilitated, very less support from any authority figures. That means Libra is sign of business, sun is authority recognition, person is gaining authority recognition through his own business. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. Hitesh ji, where is your question? I didn't see it. You can write it again. I will take it. Not intentional. Mars in 10th house. I might have missed it. See, I am you. I took your question, right? Just a second. I took your question, then only you liked and subscribed, right? Anyways, just kidding. Okay. So you can write your questions again and I will take it. As I say, I cannot find it right now. Mars in 10th house for Libra ascendant, but showing Shubh in Kundali. Uh, even doesn't have Neej Pangraja Yoga. Still, is it possible? It is possible if something wrong is fed at the back end. If anyone has fed anything, because your softwares, your apps are based on the information fed at the back end. If an idiot like me is sitting on the back end and feeding any information, then fine, you can see anything on the front end. Okay, so for me it is not shubh at all. Mars debilitated in the 10th house. What is the difference between astrology and Jyotish from practical point of view? Astrology means knowledge of the stars. Okay. Astro means stars. Logy means knowledge of the stars. Okay. Knowledge related with the stars, we can say. Jyoti means light. Ish means God. Jyotish means light of God. This is the difference. Mars in 10th house for Libra ascendant. Fine. Yeah, I just took your question. Guruji. I am no Guruji. Scorpio ascendant nakshatra Libra Vishakha. Vishakha nakshatra. As the moon sign is Libra. Should this person gets growth only through good relationship? There is nothing like good relationship. This is consolation. This is seeking the easiest way possible. Okay, understand. No one is going to get growth from relationship. Take your life responsibility upon yourself. Venus is not in good dignity in its mind. Think about your career, what you can do. No one is coming into your life and making your life better. Just understand this basic thing. Okay, this is like seeking the easiest way possible to gain wealth or recognition in life. 1995, 3 years no government job. Okay, abroad jana hai, business marble granite. That's great, but I cannot give the whole consultation here. You can apply for consultation through astrologer of your choice. Thank you. There is no need to write your questions again and again. Right, I am taking all the questions. Mars in 10th house. Rupesh Devreji, I have replied your questions and still you have posted your questions 4 times. Great. Mars, Moon, Saturn in 8th house Pisces, Leo ascendant, 2 Vipreet Raj Yogas are there. Mars, Moon, Saturn in 8th house Pisces. Right, Leo ascendant, 2 Vipreet Raj Yoga. Okay. 8th house is the house of business benefits. Get into your own business, you will get the benefits of these Vipreet Raj Yogas. Krishna sir. Great. Which nakshatra should be more important, moon or another, where 3 planets are placed? Everything is more important. We cannot say this is more important, this is less important, because the moment I say that it is less important, then you will think that okay, it is not important. the moment the mind will work like this. So everything is equally important. Mm, will I pass in ICL examination? Great. We have got some spammers here. It's fine. Let them enjoy. Have a good time, sir. All the spammers. Please share some thoughts on Ardha Nakshatra Moon. It is difficult nakshatra for moon. Moon is mind and Ardra is the nakshatra of chaos. It is mind in chaos. It is like very fearful mind also, like what I will do and how I will. If this happens, how will I manage? Or if that happens, how will I manage? So this person needs to meditate. It is difficult. Moon in Ardra, I always said that it is difficult position. I came here with big hope. I didn't give anyone big hope. Okay. Right. No, dear Rupesh, please have patience and stop spam. And let them spam, right? Why stop? I will spam. I will also control C, control V and post the same message. Enjoy. This is what every spiritual leader says. Life is a game. It is a leela. Okay. Sir, I replied to your question. This Mars is debilitated and it is not Shubh by any means. So, Chandra Ketu in first house, Neech Mars in 10th house. Get into meditation. आप कुंडली देखेंगे आज. I don't see कुंडली here. I just like answer questions. Okay. If you have any conceptual question, you can ask. I'm not looking at someone's chart here. Chandra Kundli, Chandra Ketu in first house, Neech Mars in 10th house. As I said, get into meditation. It will be beneficial. I have read your articles. It says that all four pada represent dharma, arth, kam, moksha. But how to judge a planet when it is in third pada or any other pada? Okay. So four padhas. Okay. Planet in first pada, this person is going to utilize the energy of the planet in achieving his dharma as per the sign involved or the nakshatra involved. Planet in the second pada will utilize the energy of the sign and nakshatra in achieving artha. Third pada utilize the energy of the sign and nakshatra in achieving kama. Fourth pada, same thing in achieving moksha. Easy. Does Sun, even if afflicted or in conjunction with Venus, Saturn, Rahu, can give government job? It can give. No, I'm not saying the person cannot give and get a government job, or if it is debilitated, it cannot. Person will not like the environment there. Person will not be feeling happy. Okay, he can get the government job and job in high authority and all. Thank you for your response. You're welcome, Priya madam. How are you? Long time no see. Uh, Saurabh ji and Rupesh ji, you are superstars. I love you. Shivam Shukla. When will I get married? How will be the partner? About her. Thanks. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. I don't have any good vibes, sir. This is not necessary question. Uh, as I see, astrology and marriage has no connection with each other. Okay. So don't worry about your marriage. Mm. We have another superstar, Saurabh sir. Great. Kindly guide about mutual interchange or Parivartan Yoga between Sun and Moon in first and second house of D1 for Leo Ascendant. Does it show charity and spirituality? Mutual interchange of Parivartan Yoga between Sun and Moon. Yeah, it can make someone like more into a spiritual side of life. Okay. And also possible foreign settlement when ascendant lord is in the 12th house. Okay. So, but spirituality can be a big part. Any creative work can be a big part of someone's life. Right. पंजाब यूएसए का वीजा बताओ कब अप्लाई करूं सर? I don't know, sir. I'm not giving any consultation. I always find transit results matching with moon sign, but it does not match with ascendant. Is transit predicted from moon sign? I predict everything from ascendant. Can you take my question, Sarji? Yeah, I just took. Having a prediction is like a long job. Okay, it is long analysis. It is not so easy to predict things within 1 or 2 minutes, so I cannot help you. Again, I wish well for you. I wish that you get your foreign visa and everything should go fine. But I cannot help you in next 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, and the whole consultation takes around 1 hour time, and I have only 1 hour time. Okay. Great. When we know our bad time is going, how to change it to a good period? What should be our actions? Every bad is attached with every good. Something good is always attached. Okay. Even in your worst life, even if you look back, reflect back at your life, even in your best, worst time periods, you might have got some good results. So nothing is completely good, nothing is completely bad. It depends upon how you are utilizing. Okay, understand. The best example I can give is like sixth house. Someone is going through sixth house dasha. Sixth house is the house of obstacles, conflicts, and disputes, litigation, diseases, and all. Now, here is the free will. Either you resolve other people conflicts or obstacles, or you get into your own conflicts or obstacles. So, if you are into service of others and you are resolving their conflicts, then it is better for you. Otherwise, you will be dealing with your own conflicts. Sun, Mercury, Venus in 8th house, what does it mean? It means life of transformation, changes, lots of changes, and this person can be very good astrologer also. Great. Right. Taurus ascendant, Sun, Moon, Ketu in the second house, Moon in Ardhara, Sun is between Moon and Ketu. Pap Kartri Yoga applies here. Sun is between Moon and Ketu. No. If Sun is between Moon and Ketu, there is no Pap Kartri. But Moon is between Sun and Ketu, then Pap Kartri is there. So when we know our bad time is, yeah, I just covered it. Remedy बता दीजिए for Moon Ketu in first house. Yeah, I said, get into meditation. That is the best remedy. My Venus Mahadasha and Mercury Antardasha is going on. Great. How it is? How can I know? I don't have your chart, right? I have Sun, Venus, Mercury in the first house, Jupiter, Moon in the 10th house, Saturn in the 8th house. Any remedy? Remedy is only meditation from my side. Okay. And I don't know the sign placements and all. How can I say and that how a particular dasha will be without knowing the signs, without knowing the sign placements, I mean to say. I'm great. Sibling is suffering with paranoid schizophrenia. Any remedy, sir? I can help. Health consultations are free. You can just email his birth details, his or her birth details. We can have a consultation call. I will be happy to help. But without looking at chart, I may not be able to help. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. So what if a planet one of your streams having connection issues? Stand by. Okay. Right. Swati Nakshatra. Swati itself represents freedom, and moksha is also freedom. How to predict the result? Yeah. So Mars is your efforts, actions, willpower, courage. So this person is going to utilize his willpower, courage, action, effort in going towards freedom, going towards moksha, we can say so. If it is in the fourth pada of liberation, person will be inclined towards it. He will be inclined, but whether he will get it or not is universal wish. Can Atmakarka Mars in 8th house in Aries Kritika signify unwillingness to marry or desire pursue brahmacharya? Nah, not really. Okay. There can be some other placements. Please discuss about when analysis from ascendant and when from sign, which is most important. I look from ascendant. Event happens from ascendant. From moon sign, it is like your like how your mind is going to react over that event. Okay. Thank you. Brother is autistic. Again, health consultation is free. Yeah, you can send birth details. I will be happy to help. Please tell how is transit for me, Gemini, Lagna, and Moon in Aries job change. Running Mars, Rahu, Mercury, Dasha. Which transit? There are many transits going on. If you are looking for job change, Gemini Lagna, fifth house is getting impacted by Jupiter and Saturn both. If you are looking for job change, there is a possibility of job change. Email for sending details, please. It is astrovsaxena@gmail.com. Also, like you can find the email address on the top of the website, astrosaxena.com or astrosaxena.in. Email for right. Any thoughts on 11th house Lord Moon in 10th house Gemini? Gemini is business, communication, traveling. Moon is mind. 10th house is and 10th house is your career, work. So get into any work which is related with any of these things. Okay. Is it really necessary that a person will be spiritually inclined even if it is written in his chart? The evolutionary. It largely depends on the person. It is not necessary that because again, every moment many children take birth. Like I did a consultation in India. In India, in 1 minute, 80 children take birth. Okay, we cannot say that all of them are at same evolutionary level and all of them will be like very highly spiritual and all if they have the similar planetary placement. Always understand your chart as a potential, as a possible potential. Okay, nothing else. It is just a potential. It is a seed. If you sow the seed, if you take care of the seed and all, it may become a plant and then tree. But at chart level, it is just a seed. Even if it written, we can never say that this is written in horoscope or this is not written in horoscope. As I always say, one planet, one house, one sign represents thousands of the things. How can we say only this is written and that is not written? Only fifth house is only creativity and if someone has, let's say, Venus in fifth house, Leo, Purva Phalguna, okay, this person can be interested in this financial markets also. Okay, we cannot say that he will be creative only. He can be in financial markets also, stock exchange and all. Okay, so we can never be like very sure about this is written in his horoscope. Okay, nothing like that. It is again an ego assertion of an astrologer that whatever I am saying is going to be true. Nothing like that. Thank you, sir. Blessed to have gurus like you in the society. Maybe. I don't know. I am not guru. How many years you have been there in astrology? Were you there in other professions earlier? I was in corporate. How many years? 6, 7 years, maybe. And one more thing, how to increase our evolutionary level. I would love to go out of my limits, but I don't know how to do it. Get into meditation. Uh, the more you get into meditation, things will start happening. You will start looking at the same things in a different perspective. Okay. Uh, more you separate yourself from mundane world. Don't watch television, especially news. Never watch news. Okay, it is the biggest scam of all time. Okay, never watch any news. Okay, so that is the first thing you can do for to serve yourself. Then meditate. The more you meditate, your way of looking at things will change, and that itself will be an indication that your evolution level is changing. Okay, then the way you react to the people, like best example, three gentlemen were spamming for half an hour. I could have got angry also, but no issues. Let them have their enjoyment, right? Why I should be bothered? So this is why I say that meditation is important. Anyone else would have reacted in a different way. So get into meditation, it will help you. And if you need further guidance, feel free to contact. Sorry for asking a personal question. It's on you whether to answer. No, it's fine. I am public property, and nothing in my life is personal. So, right, just a second. Yeah, I was in law before, like from 2004 to 9. I was into law. Then 9 to 15, I was in corporate. Then 15 to now, I'm in astrology. I learned much info from Sir, which is possible from other sources, which is impossible from other sources, even some information more than Parashara Hora Shastra. Happy to share. Surgery, which house influence for losing job, which for again getting one more job. There is a article on website, timing of change of job. Okay, that will help you. So it is like ninth house is the house of loss of job, fifth house is the house of change of job. If ninth house and fifth house both get activated together, it shows that a person is resigning from one place and joining at another place. I want to know what inspired you to pursue astrology and spirituality, then take up sannyas. Uh, Spirituality and astrology is like uh, my career was not going anywhere in corporate world, so I was not. I actually lost hope of like having any success in corporate world. So it was the way out, astrology, because of my interest in astrology and all. It was the way out for me to have a better career. So that was the reason to pursue astrology. Then, if we go into spirituality, once you are in astrology, sooner or later you will get into spirituality. Okay, there is no escape. Once you get into spirituality and you are serious about it, then fine. When you get a guru like Osho, you cannot ignore, right? Or someone like Osho, when the energy of an enlightened being like Osho comes in the way, you will surrender, and that surrender is sannyas. My Navamsha is changing with 30 seconds per time. Which Lagna should I choose, Navamsha? I don't know. Go with your D1 chart. That is enough. Okay. At least for me, D1 is enough. I don't go into these things. Navamsha and Dashamsha. Parivartan Yoga between 8th and 11th house, between Moon and Venus in Sagittarius Lagna. Right. Parivartan Yoga between 8th and 11th. 8th is changes, 11th is gains. So, more changes this person goes through in career, more gains he will have. So, it means that this person should never resist the change. Okay. He should be ready to change as per the changes coming into life, receptive towards the change. As I always say, uh, change itself doesn't bring stress. Resistance to change brings stress. You are sannyasi. Are you married and do you have children? I'm Osho sannyasi, and Osho sannyas doesn't stop someone from marrying and having a child. So if I wish, I can marry and I can have children. Okay, right now I am not married. Okay, but it doesn't prevent. Osho sannyas is a different concept altogether. Sannyas should be here. Okay, not in your robes or something like that. It should be in your mind. It is like be detached, be in the world but not of the world. Do everything, but as if you are playing your role, nothing else. That is Osho sannyas. Okay. Uh, Moon in Mula Nakshatra, Pada 4. What does Pada 4 represents? Pada 4 always represents moksha. These four padas are like four purusharths: dharma, arth, kam, moksha. Fourth pada is moksha. So moon in Mula is about the occult side of life, or major changes in life, or spiritual side of life. So whenever this person goes through major changes, moon is mind. His uh, mind will start thinking about moksha. Okay, then this person will start thinking that better it is to get moksha rather than going through these changes and all. Okay, thanks for answering personal questions. You're welcome. When will I get government job? I don't know, Kiran madam. I am not taking like chart wise questions. I'm just taking conceptual questions. Don't worry, even if we start ignoring our Guru, bad times will always remind us to go back to our Guru. Yes. But once you have Guru in life, you cannot ignore. That's what my experience is so far. Once I got into Osho in somewhere in mid of 2015, now it is 6.5 years. I could not forget him for even a single day. Okay. how is Sun Mars retro Mercury conjunction in seventh house for marriage and profession? For business, it is fine. For relationship, it is difficult. Okay. And as I said, astrology and marriage has no connection with each other. Planets and houses to make you a good astrologer. There is a site and there is a article on site with my chart there. Okay, you can find my chart also, and you can. I have given all the houses and signs which can make a person astrologer. Okay, so its title is astrologer only. Okay, chart of an astrologer or something like that. Chart of a mystic, occultist, and all. Okay. What is the best way to improve someone that God indeed do exist? Why you need to prove? Why you need to prove anything to anyone? Okay, understand. You need to prove only what is not. A liar needs to prove that he is truthful. Okay. A liar needs to prove that I am truthful, I am speaking truth. Why truth needs to prove it is truthful? It is truth. Okay. Don't ever get into this discussion. It is waste of time. If someone says God doesn't exist, great. End of the discussion. You save your time. Apply that time somewhere else. Okay. No need to prove to anyone. Can I send my details, sir? You can send, but I am not taking chart related questions. I am taking conceptual questions. Okay. I think we are done. Thank you. As I was saying that we need to focus on ourselves. Okay, we need to focus on ourselves and nowhere else. So even if someone is getting into this discussion that God exists or not, stay away. Don't waste your time. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Jupiter in Ashwini in fifth house can be a healer, right? Great, good job. Then can Sun Mars in Libra and 10th house for Capricorn Ascendant can give bad results without the Sun. It can give bad results in difficult results in working under others' authority. Okay, too much strong malefics, too fiery. So there can be lots of ego conflicts with authority figures. Do we actually need to follow any religion like Hindu or Muslim? It's your wish. I'm no one to say. I don't follow anyone. Okay. I don't belong, as Osho never belonged to anyone. Okay. We belong to the universe. Basically, we belong to energy. Okay, thank you. But if someone finds peace in some religion, they must follow that religion. There is benefit of everything. There is drawback of everything. Okay. Take care. Enjoy. Have a nice time. Have a nice weekend, all of you.